What do, being crew? It's your boy Savon Thomas back with another episode of Coffee and Comments. Today we're going to review Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. Was it good? Was it bad? Let's talk about it. But first, let's take a sip. Welcome back, Being Crew. Again, this is a review of the movie Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, or we're just called The Covenant moving forward. I feel like the title is just a little bit too long, but I really enjoyed this movie. Like, I came across this randomly. I had no idea what the movie was about, started watching it, and was pleasantly surprised at how good this movie was, right? For those that haven't checked it out, those who don't know about the movie, like me, this is a war movie. Talks about things going on in Afghanistan. It's not a true story, but I mean, I'm sure there's some different people that helped out with the war that kind of felt like this. But it talks about Jake Gyllenhaal. So it stars Jake Gyllenhaal, the main character in this movie. He's a platoon leader, troop leader, whatever you want to call him, maybe a sergeant, general. I don't know all the different like hierarchy within the military ranks. But he's higher up, leading a squadron in Afghanistan, has this interpreter with him that is from Afghanistan, right? So he has a natural-born Afghanistan interpreter that is getting all kind of flack from his people, right? Because he's aiding these foreigners, these invaders, to come in. They're trying to install freedom. They're trying to help out the Afghanistan and rid them of the terrorist threat that's being, that's taking over their entire land. So he's aiding them, but they're looking at him like, bro, you're a traitor, right? Especially the terrorists. They're like, bro, this dude's a traitor. And so things go south. They have to get out of there. Jake Gyllenhaal's character is basically carried for a long time, and there's a lot of things that ensue that happen to get him out of Afghanistan because he is stranded, and it is dire. It does not look good for a long time, right? Once that situation goes down, the way it goes down, eventually they have to go back for the guy that is the interpreter because he's now living in a land where people hate him, and he has a bounty, a huge bounty on his head. So he has to constantly be moved, and so they go back and rescue him as well. And so the movie plays out so fantastically because for me, it talks about an element to the Afghanistan war that I never thought about, right? Because there were countless people that were helping out the U.S. military that lived in Afghanistan that after the U.S. left, they were murdered. Like, they talk about that in the movie. Those people that helped them out were murdered. I think it was like a month after the United States left Afghanistan in 2022, terrorists took back over. So all of the stuff that we did and all the stuff that they helped do was basically for nothing. Like, imagine helping out this war, the side that you think is the right party, and getting freedom to your country and having that be quote unquote a success to an extent like the terrorist threat is kind of neutralized for a number of years, only to like have that be pulled away and you die because you're helping the United States people. So that was a part of the movie that they talked about that I was kind of sad about, like to hear that piece of it because I never thought about that. But overall, like it's a great movie. Like I really enjoyed the cinematography, the acting, the action. It's like you felt on edge the entire movie, wondering like what's going to happen next. Are they going to make it out? Are they going to survive? Who's going to die? Like what's going to have to happen for these guys to make it? And so it's fantastic. I really enjoyed this. I gave this movie a 8.6 out of 10. I'll put this on the dark rose scale. Definitely a good movie. Go watch it. It's streaming, I believe, on Hulu or Netflix. I forget which service. Maybe Amazon Prime. Actually, I think it's Amazon Prime. Go check it out. If you have watched it, please let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. As always, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys for following me. Thank you for tuning in to Coffee and Comments.